Hey folks, Steve here, in for Dollemore all week. What do you do when you're a presidential candidate and your withering attacks on a marginalized group in a struggling small town aren't paying off like you hoped they would? If you're Donald Trump, you start attacking another struggling, even smaller town.
And not far from here, the 4,000 person town of Charleroi. Do people, you know, Charleroi. In Charleroi, Pennsylvania, has seen a 2,000% increase in the population of their town. Do you know that, right? They have has your town changed slightly? Where are you from, Charleroi? Put up, okay, good. I just took a picture with that handsome guy. So, would you say your town has changed just a little bit over the last couple of months? It's like, is it a different place? Totally different place? It's what? It's completely different. Where are the other people that started screaming about Charleroi? Where are they? Okay, has your beautiful town changed? Yes. It's you can't do it.
There you have it, folks. Irrefutable proof that what Donald Trump says is the truth. Random people at his rallies screaming that they agree with him. You can't argue with that. Charleroi, the town that Trump references in that clip, is a town in southwestern Pennsylvania. It has a population of about 4,000 people, a fraction of the size of Springfield, Ohio, which has been the primary target of Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's false and harmful xenophobic rhetoric. Like Springfield, Charleroi is home to a recently arrived population of Haitian immigrants. Also, like Springfield, the Haitians who have moved to Charleroi are not undocumented. They are not in this country illegally. They have not come to take jobs away from native-born residents, but rather to take jobs that were available, that needed to be done, that nobody was doing at the time when they got there. Despite what Trump and the smattering of people in his audience who were supposedly from Charleroi say, the effect of the Haitian immigrants on the town of Charleroi has been far from disastrous. This from the New Republic. Trump's hateful new rants at rally are harshly debunked by town leader. In an interview, Charleroi borough manager Joe Manning flatly said that Trump's claims are false or simply do not apply to his town in any sense. There's what the former president is saying, Manning told me, and then there's easily observable reality. That's kind of always the case, though, isn't it? There's what Trump says, and then there's easily observable reality. And they very rarely agree with each other. Isn't that interesting? Manning, the Charleroi borough manager quoted there, specifically responded to the claim you heard Trump make in that clip that I played for you, that the town has seen a 2,000% increase in its population as a result of the arrival of Haitian immigrants. But that's not close to true, according to Manning. He says the town's population of Haitians is actually between 700 and 800. Manning pointed out that if Trump's claim were true, and this town of just over 4,000 had seen a 2,000% increase, it would suddenly have a population closer to 100,000. Recounting this idea to me, Manning burst out laughing. The borough manager isn't the only Pennsylvania official speaking out against Trump's attacks on the Haitian community in Charleroi. Camara Bartolotta, a state senator who represents Washington County, Pennsylvania, which includes the town of Charleroi, became concerned about the lies being told about the immigrant community. From NBC News, local Republicans reject Trump's claims about Haitian immigrants in their towns. So Bartolotta took to social media. On Facebook, she said the recent immigrants to her community were there legally to work and pay taxes and raise their children and be part of the community, etc. On X, which is what weirdos call Twitter, She pushed back against videos claiming to show immigrants being bussed in, imploring the right-wing Libs of TikTok account to, quote, please check the facts before posting information that jeopardizes the safety of good, hardworking people. Well, good luck with that. She goes on to say, I know the story of my neighborhood town, and I know the plight that a lot of these people escaped. I know what the kids are going through, she said. To see how the issue was being twisted and these individuals were being maligned and threatened and completely misunderstood, I felt it necessary to speak out because I represent everyone in my district, even those people who are there on work visas and are doing their best to raise their families. That all sounds wonderful and like the sort of thing that you would expect and hope that any elected official would say in response to the kind of rhetoric being promoted by Trump and J.D. Vance. But before you praise State Senator Bartolotta too much, keep in mind that she is not only a Republican. Even after the things he said about Charleroi and its good, hardworking people who are doing their best to take care of their families, she's also still a Trump supporter. She plans to meet with Trump on Monday during a visit to Western Pennsylvania, where she said she will be happy to share with him to please come to Charleroi so we can show you these wonderful people because it's a different story everywhere. Tensions are high everywhere, and some people are reading all sorts of things coming at them from every different angle, she said. It's really hard to discern what the truth is unless you're here. So I just am hoping that people take a pause and, dial down the vitriol. How'd that work out for you, Senator? This story was published before the rally that I played the clip from earlier took place. So if Bartolotta did get to meet with Trump before he gave that speech, she must not have been very convincing. I'm just shocked at the possibility that a lying, bigoted demagogue couldn't be persuaded to change by facts and an appeal to his humanity. That always works. Another local official, also a Republican, also infuriatingly still a Trump supporter, laid out the situation very succinctly. Let me be very clear. Nobody in Washington County is saying anything negative about the Haitians, said Sean Logue, chairman of the Washington County GOP. We do not have a negative opinion of them at all. They actually have a good reputation as far as being church-going and being hard-working. Church-going, yeah, but I bet it's voodoo church. Huh? Yeah, you see? They don't tell you that part. Those Haitian voodoo churches just popping up all over the place in Charleroi and Springfield and Louisiana, I guess, where Clay Higgins is from. Anyway, here's my challenge to all the Republicans in Charleroi, in Washington County, Pennsylvania, in Springfield, Ohio, and everywhere else that has been threatened by the stochastic terrorism perpetrated by Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and the Republican Party in general. My challenge to all of them, to all of you, let's pretend and say they're watching me right now, to all of you, if you really want to help the Haitian immigrants in your towns, if you really want to stand up for them and show the world that they are welcome, that they are important members of your communities, don't just talk. Do something about it. Publicly announce that you are going to vote for Kamala Harris and encourage everyone else to do the same. Because while I appreciate that you've been willing to speak out against the lies being spewed by Donald Trump, the fact that you're still voting for him makes your defense of your Haitian constituents ring pretty hollow. As Trump and Vance have demonstrated of late, words mean things. What we say and the messages we send have an impact in the real world. They can cause people, compel people, persuade people to do things, to act. And if we send people harmful messages and a harmful rhetoric, that can cause people to act in harmful ways. If we send positive messages, sometimes we can cause people to act in positive ways. The messages we send have an impact. And right now, your message is what Donald Trump says about our Haitian residents isn't true and isn't fair, but I'm still going to vote for him because he probably just needs to get to know us better. Then he'll stop saying these things. Sure. And if Benjamin Netanyahu would just visit Gaza and meet the people there, he'd stop what he's doing right away. If only Andrew Jackson had gotten to know more Cherokee or Chickasaw people, he'd never have signed the Indian Removal Act, right? If you say you care about Haitian immigrants in your community, but you're still voting for Donald Trump, I'm going to question whether you actually care. Because if you say you value human rights, public safety, the truth, but you're willing to set them aside for what you think will be lower taxes and less federal red tape or whatever other benefits you expect to get from a Trump administration versus a Harris administration, if you're willing to set all of those values aside for those things, I don't think you really value those things at all. That's it for this one, folks. Once again, I am Steve Shives, sitting in for Dollemore all week. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Steve Shives and follow me on social media at the links provided in the video description. And of course, if you're watching this and for whatever reason you are not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel that you're watching right now, Jesse Dollemore's channel, please rectify that oversight immediately and subscribe. You will not regret it. Fellow Americans of mine, please don't forget, we have a big election coming up on November the 5th. So if you are eligible to vote, if you are intending to vote, if it's possible for you to vote, please double check your voter registration before Election Day. And if you can do more than vote, by all means, please do more. But at the very least, on November the 5th, don't forget to vote. That's it for me, everybody. I will see you next time. Take care.